Welcome to the Dad Bod Warrior Bod Tribe, my friend. I want to talk to you about how you can, and if you stick with me, will achieve the Warrior Bod for 2019. Now, a few years ago, I was watching a movie with The Rock, because I kind of like The Rock, kind of idolize him, there's no secrets about that. Whilst I watched it for him, I couldn't help but notice his co-star and think, damn! Zac Efron has completely smashed it with his body. I was completely inspired, to say the least, and I wanted to do the same, which I think I kind of have. Now, if you have a magic lamp and you had a genie that could grant you a wish, would you not be saying, I want to wake up with Zac Efron's body? Completely took things, this guy's taken things to a whole new level in the film. Now, in this video, I want to go and explore and showcase how you can achieve the Zac Efron Baywatch warrior body. So here's the physique breakdown. Now, if you remember, if you have seen the movie, there's a scene in the movie where Zac Efron's character Brody, he performs an intense obstacle course, mainly consisting of hanging and pull-ups. His physique popped out like crazy. The reason being, there was virtually no fat on his body. He looked like a human anatomy chart, if you've ever seen one of those, if you remember them from school. Now, the reason why he looked so damn crazy, he simply brought his body fat to an extremely low levels, whilst also maintaining natural, I won't say high, natural amounts of muscle. I'd probably estimate his body fat to be anywhere between around 5%. Me personally, I generally tend to stay between 9 to 12% body fat all year round, and I can quite honestly say, obviously Zac Efron looks a lot more leaner. So for example, here's a picture of me at 8%. Now, while my abs and my muscles do seem to pop relatively okay, there's no question that Efron is quite a few body fat points leaner. His physique just holds, let's be honest, a lot more detail. Now, if you're not aware, being at 5% body fat is absolutely freaking crazy. Heck, I mean, it's hard enough to maintain it for a couple of days, let alone multiple weeks of actual filming that he had to do. So I have to give Zac some serious credit for the discipline that he must have had. Being that lean is incredibly impressive. Now, basically for 98% of the population, getting to that level of leanness will simply be, let's be honest here, off the cards. I'm not going to lie to you. It simply will be too difficult and there'll be too many sacrifices. For example, maintaining extremely low levels of body fat can actually have negative hormonal consequences, and your metabolism might actually suffer. You might also go crazy wanting to bite your arm off, and hence, I'm not going to recommend doing that. That's not my style. That's not what I'm here to talk to you about. You see, as you get closer and closer to the essential levels of body fat, your body has certain hormones that upregulate to keep you at a healthy weight. Leptin levels go down, which triggers you to eat more and conserve energy. So getting to 5% body fat largely means having to push through your own natural impulses. So it's why if you've ever met a contestant, a bodybuilder, a fitness model that's actually getting ready just for a show, before that show they tend to be absolutely miserable and neurotic. You want to stay away from them because they will kill you. So many times their metabolisms and hormone levels don't actually recover for months and months. So why am I talking to you about this? What's my point? What is your point, Shiraz? What are you trying to say? The point is this: I'm all for helping people get to a very lean, warrior style physique, but with a level of leanness that you can actually maintain all year round. Your body, one life. Be ready, life ready. So plus from an aesthetics point of view, being too lean gives your face an overly chiseled skeleton look. You see, we all store a little bit of fat in our face. When you drop fat, your face actually becomes slimmer and more angular. And to be quite honest, watching the film, Zac Efron's physique looked a little too chiseled, if that's a thing. He'd probably look healthier if his body fat actually came up a few pounds. So when you get too lean, your face can actually look a little bit over sunken in the skeleton-like frame. And for men, your face tends to look best when you're about between 7 and 10% body fat. Below 7% and it's a little too lean. Over 10% body fat and your face loses the chiseled kind of model look. So for guys who want to maximize the aesthetics and create the warrior kind of Hollywood look, you should aim anywhere between 7 and 10% body fat. Now, here's where a lot of people that spoke about Efron's physique got it completely wrong. They were completely mistaken. He's not actually that big in terms of muscle wise. Again, the reason why he looks so damn good is because his natural amount of muscle for his frame, while being extremely lean, is in the right proportions. I'd probably estimate him to be around maybe 165 pounds, 5'9" max. as well as estimating his chest to be probably about, what, say 40, 41 inches in circumference, his arms maybe 15, 16, his waist to be very taut, 29, 30. Now, if you watch the movie, you can tell that Efron isn't really that big when he's wearing a shirt or even a jacket. Now, besides his veins popping out, which is an indication of low body fat, not muscle size, he actually looks pretty normal, like a normal athletic build. The point I'm trying to make here is that most people can reach his level of muscle mass in a very, very short period of time, 6 months. And people with better genetics can actually achieve it in less time. Now, the caveat to holding that level of muscle mass below 8% body fat can be quite challenging unless you have superior genetics, unless you have trained for a while. And in the case of Zac Efron, there's no question that he's got great genetics for maintaining low body fat. He's probably had a six-pack his whole life, so he probably doesn't experience the negative consequences at extremely low levels of body fat that most others will. Now, as far as the dad bod to warrior bod challenge, Zac Efron is sporting the warrior physique, no question about it. This is where he looks absolutely astonishing with his shirt on, and relatively fit and athletic with clothes, but not big. Now, of course, he's taken the leanness to a whole new level, and to be quite honest, I think if he went up to maybe 7% body fat, he'd probably have a more of an appealing, healthier look to him. But you can contest that if you like to. Now, how to build a physique like Zac Efron? You really need to be focusing on your upper chest, on your shoulders, and on your back. These three muscles have the biggest effect on your physique. As well as these three muscle groups most greatly contribute towards the coveted V taper effect in that body frame, which is the most attractive sign of physical attraction in men. For example, see the photo below and you'll notice width of shoulders versus and compared to the waist. It's not so much the shoulders that big, it's the waist is small, it makes them look bigger. Art of deception, Bruce Lee. If you lean down your body fat and build up your V taper, your shoulders, your chest, your lats, you're going to look truly amazing. Now, Zac's arms really aren't that big. At least they don't appear to be big. They simply look great because there's no fat in them, and that's what helps them look completely ripped up. Now, Zac Efron's abs, let's talk about them. Well, most of the reason why Zac Efron's abs look so damn good is largely, and I'm going to repeat this, down to him being at extremely low body fat and naturally having good abs. In the way he's developed them. And I mean, he's pretty well known for having a six-pack all times of the year, and that said, he's showcasing some extra thickness in these photos. So to achieve his ab density, you're looking to train them maybe a couple of times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. Now, one of the favorite exercises that I kind of copied in my approach to getting the abs is to do a few sets of hanging leg raises with absolutely straight legs and absolutely no swinging whatsoever, controlling it. Hanging leg raises are by far the best exercise you can do to build incredible abs. So here's how I'd basically design a workout to help build your own Zac Efron body. Now, of course, we're going to go and stick to the main principles that I've actually spoken about within the dad bod to warrior bod tribe. 3 workouts per week to maximize recovery, a focus on key exercises for key muscle groups, for great aesthetics, while utilizing things like reverse pyramid training, optimal strength, and muscle gain. Now, the dad bod to warrior bod program I'll be designing soon is going to help men get lean down to a very low body fat percentage, 7 to 10%, while building muscle and incredible muscle tone. So give me a hell yeah in the comments below if you would like me to help you with that. Boom!